What's up, humans, and welcome to a new Psicoactivo. Okay, for the second video of today, I am going to show you guys a little clip from Mr. Stephen Diener's Unidentified Alien Podcast, who just uploaded his interview with Chris Bledsoe. And in this little clip that he shared on his X account, they talk about videos that Chris Bledsoe allegedly has of these beings that he talks about in his book. If you guys remember, in the book UFO of God, Chris Bledsoe talks about he having an encounter with one of these balls of light or orbs that approaches him like meters away. And as it approaches, it kind of transforms into a little being with red eyes. That's what he claims. And he also talks about another being that's also made of light that is way taller that he saw through his window at his home. That's also in the book. So there's always been talk that he recorded some of these beings. And now Stephen Diener asked him about them. And this is what he said, though.
You talk about the actual beings that you've seen and the videos. Have you ever released those videos before, or do you have them kind of like tucked away for?
I have one, but the other I have tucked away. But one is just a little short glimpse.
Is there a reason that you feel like you shouldn't release those yet? Have people asked you to release them, but you feel like it's not the right time? What's the?
Well, there's one reason I've been under contract, with Hollywood for quite some time, and there's a lot of reason with that I can't do certain things.
Got you, because they do want to make a movie out of you, right?
Yeah.
And they've talked about making a movie out of your life with some, like, this is like an A-list movie that they want to try to make out of your life. From what I've heard, am I wrong in that?
No, you're right. They're working on it.
So so just so I make sure I understand this, and for everyone listening as well, essentially you haven't put everything out because of the different things that are in development, such as a major motion picture that Hollywood wants to make out of your life. So they've asked you not to go forward in publishing some of the videos and things like that because of what they're trying to do with you on a major motion picture.
Basically, yeah, that, and there's other reasons. Before 2020, I was afraid to release anything, and for a long time I didn't, under threat of bodily harm.
From the government, or from who?
Well, I can't say, but they're connected, yes.
Yeah, so that last part of the conversation is also important because it gives you an idea of something that keeps happening within the UFO community that I want to address a little bit. Studios from Hollywood, when they see a story that they like, whether it's UFO related or not, what they do is, in order to get the exclusivity of the story, they go to the people. If it's a story based in real life, they go to the people to make them sign NDA agreements, to not talk about the project itself, because there can't be any spoilers because it's a new story. It's a movie that is being told. And this is exactly what's been happening with Chris Bledsoe, according to him, that hasn't allowed him to just talk about stuff or show some of the videos that he claims to have about these beings. He talked about him being involved with a big Hollywood studio. And when I spoke to Grant Cameron, he gave me some details about that. He said that there was this studio that was pitching Chris Bledsoe a film about his life story where actor Mel Gibson was supposed to play him. And there was also Julia Roberts was involved in it.
You got this deal going with Warner Brothers. That's what happened. He had these two guys, Chad and Carrie Hayes, were writers for Mel Gibson, and they had gone to Mel Gibson and they had sold him this story. And Mel Gibson wanted to play Chris Bledsoe, and Julia Roberts was going to play Diane Pasulka in this movie. So I knew they had this deal going. And what they had said was, Chad and Carrie Hayes had said, "Chris, we need a sign that we should do the movie." That's what what's his name wants, the producer. He wants this. And so he said, well, I don't know. And then the next day the tree started burning. And this is the sign that you got to do this miracle tree. And so I said, you know what I think happened? They want this in the movie. And that's what the phenomena is doing. I firmly believe what the phenomena is doing. It's not doing anything. It's doing weird stuff, which makes you go, oh, that's what's going on. I said, no, Chris, that's something that's going on. They just want this. They want this movie, and they want it to be spectacular. And you're seeing orbs, and there's, burning trees and dogs bleeding, and that's what they want. They want this spectacular because everybody's going to go to the movie and go, holy cow, this is unbelievable. And that's exactly what's happening now. The movie's coming, but at that time, the movie fell apart because they wanted to put in evil aliens. They wanted to put reptilians in the movie, and like Chris Bledsoe or Tom DeLonge wanted to put a reptilians at the end of the movie, and Chris said no. No, there's no reptilians in the story. Nobody's going with grays. Nobody's going with reptilians. This is a spiritual story, and it's called The Message. He would turn down, like, he told me the money, just huge sums of money he turned down for options on this movie because he would not allow them to change the script. He said, I'm going to determine the end of the movie. And Chad and Carrie Hayes says, well, that's not how it works. I mean, you don't really write the end of the movie. We're the script writers. We write the movie. And he said, no, I'm not until you're not going to change this into an evil alien movie. And so that's what I said. And then he said, no, I don't think it's going on. And then 2 weeks later, Chris emails me. He says, you still got those photographs from what happened with Nellie? I said, yeah. Oh, can you send them along? Warner Brothers would like to see them. And I said, I told you. I told you.
So now Chris is talking about this, that he is in fact under an NDA. And this has been happening. We know that Dan Farah made a lot of people sign NDAs in order to stay quiet about the Age of Disclosure film that is coming out on South by Southwest 2 days from now. This is just standard procedure from Hollywood people, whether you like it or not, because honestly, I don't like it, but it's real. It's happening. We can't really stop it from happening because it's a capitalist world and people want to make a living out of this and people want to make money out of this. It sucks, but it's reality. I just wish that there were some things that if they are paradigm shifting, there should be like some sort of a law or like an agreement, unscripted agreement, where these pieces of information can be released to the public without putting it through either NDAs or paywalls. I don't think that's fair. Hollywood is like one of the most powerful entities in the world. I don't think that's really fair what they do. And whatever Chris Bledsoe is not telling us, if it's indeed real or true, it has the potential to change a lot of people's minds. I think that's valuable. That should go above any NDA or any paywall. But that's the state of the world as we live in today. And also, well, these so-called beings that he allegedly has on video, I wonder if now that he mentioned it, maybe he could release some of it. Why don't you? That'd be really cool to see one of these videos that you allegedly have. I hope you can get to release it someday. Also, why have you been under NDA for so many years and there hasn't been a story released about your life story? It's been a long time already. What's taking Hollywood so long? I wonder. Yeah, just asking just questions, and I'm pretty sure you guys have similar questions that I have. But I want you guys to let me know, what do you think about this alleged video or videos that Chris Bledsoe has of these beings? Do you think he should release them if he does indeed have them? Or do you think it's not true at all? I don't know. Whatever you think, please let me know in the comments. And what do you think about this tradition from Hollywood of making people sign NDAs so they stay quiet about real life stories that could potentially change reality? Don't you think that's a little unfair to keep like hiding that from people? I don't know. And also, just let me know, what do you expect from next Sunday's documentary? Do you think it will do anything? Do you think... I just want to let you guys know that I'm trying to get someone on Psicoactivo who may or may not be part of the film and may or may not be public. I'll just leave it at that. Send good energy so I can get this person. Let's hope so. And I hope that Mr. Dan Farah doesn't make people sign NDAs before the film, the ones that see it next Sunday, because we don't know what the distribution is going to be like yet. I hope we get some news about it. I hope it gets a wide release on every platform without a paywall, because we already pay for the streaming service. I really, really hope so, because if it is what Dan Farah claims it shouldn't be paywalled, in my opinion. You can still get a really good deal from every single platform and make good money out of it, and just let people just see it for free. I mean, it's not free because we all pay for our platforms. So I hope that he doesn't make a move like that. And obviously, he doesn't make people sign NDAs when they see the movie. Please don't do that. I do think that this could be kind of one of the Hail Marys that they have under their sleeve. And if it doesn't work, it's going to be really problematic. I hope it does. Whatever they show up next. And when do you think Chris Bledsoe's project could release? Because that story, if it's told in Hollywood and it's based on real life events, that could also help the whole cause, in my opinion. I don't know. I do think that Chris Bledsoe has experienced what he experienced. If it wasn't really happening, what he claims is happening to him, I don't think people from the government and agencies would be around him all the time. You know, it just doesn't make sense. But yeah, let me know what you think. Kudos to Mr. Stephen Diener for the great interview with Chris Bledsoe. I'm going to leave it in the description from the Unidentified Alien Podcast. Kudos to you, man. And thank you for what you do. You've been getting some really cool interviews lately, so you're awesome. If you like the content you see, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe button. Share the content anywhere. Comment. And please, if you want to support the channel in any other way, I'm going to leave a few links in the description. Take your pick. We're also part of the KGRA website. And I was just informed that Psicoactivo is currently number 2 in audio overall. So thank you for the support. And you can also become a member on our members channel. And that's it for me today. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. And remember, stay curious. Bye.